How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. It's been 2 years since I unboxed this Ecoreco electric scooter. This is the L5 Plus. Today I thought I'd do a sort of review after all this 2 years, and I put a lot of miles on it. So I want to talk about what's reliable, what's not, how much it costs, and all this. So you can see it's quite worn, and I think there are some things that needs replacing. When you buy one of these scooters, you want to find out what is the ROI, how much you can ride this before the scooter will pay for itself. One thing that keeps on popping in my mind is how much will I have to pay for replacement parts before this actually happens? Do I need to keep on replacing the wheel? Do I have to replace the lights? And this can increase my cost, extending the point at which I would completely make back all the money. When you compare this to driving a car, let's say you do have a car as well, and you just take this instead of the car sometimes, and you replace the miles that you put on your car onto this scooter instead. Yes, it takes a little bit longer to ride, but you reduce the wear and tear on your car. And because of this, you save a lot of gasoline and you charge this up instead with electricity. First thing you'll notice is this handlebar here. It's quite worn off. All the nubs are worn off, but it's still kind of grippy. You don't absolutely need to replace this. Same on the other side. Let me zoom in a little bit more. You can see like what can be removed has been removed already. This deck does not come with these little Velcro anti-slip thing. I just didn't buy any kind of anti-slip sticker. I had these laying around, so I just stuck a whole bunch of them on. It turns out it looks quite nice and it has worked. It didn't really peel off, except maybe for this one. This one is starting to come off. On the back side of this Velcro is actually 3M stickies. Closer view of this, you can see it kind of sticks to some hairs and stuff, random stuff, but it's there on pretty well. The backlight, this fell off. I didn't do anything to it. It just kind of, from vibrations and stuff, it kind of fell off, and it looks like this whole thing is not working too well. I can press the brake and it seems like it's completely dead right now. Oh, I think, well, it's like a flexible PCB. And this is on its way out probably and needs some replacement. I did nothing to this in terms of upkeep. So if you step on this, you can see it's kind of squeaking a little bit. Maybe it needs a little bit of oil on the front here. I think the front isn't really squeaking. The back is the thing that's squeaking. And on this little kickstand, it's actually bent a little bit. I had to open it up a while back just to bend it back into place. But right now, you know, it's a little weak over here. So then it doesn't stand completely straight up. If that's not broken, it would stand about this high instead. But inside the little metal thing that keeps it from flipping, it's a little bit weak. It's not meant for you to have this kickstand and then you sit on this deck, because then you're essentially putting your whole weight on this and on this kickstand. So don't sit on this thing. This thing is only meant to hold up the scooter itself. That's my mistake for doing that, and I ruined this thing, so now it's a little bent. This little cover, put that back on. This lock thing is just what I had for locking my scooter to any of the bike stands. You lock it to this little hole over here. I've traveled 2.3 miles for the trip. Odometer, 1,516 miles in total. This is miles per hour. It's going 0. 101 charges. I don't know how it measures this. Is it like full 0 to 100% charges? It sort of keeps track somehow. And this is the trip again. And I noticed that if you're going downhill, it will go all the way up to 25 miles an hour. And I believe using my cell phone, it's clocked me in at 30 miles per hour going downhill. Going uphill on somewhat of a steep grade, it can go up to like about 20 miles per hour. So this is a pretty fast scooter. This is a charger over here. I want to show you guys the output is 55 volt, 2 amps. That means it's 110 watts. Keep this in mind, 110 watts for charging. And I wrote over here, because I keep on forgetting, this is a 48 volt device, 11 amp hour. So V times I is 528 watt hours. If you're putting 110 watts in, roughly, okay, roughly, it'll charge fully in 5 hours or so, right? 5 times 110 watts of charging, it's 550 watt hours. You do a little bit of mental math here. 550 watts, right? 1 kilowatt over here in California costs about 25 cents. So half of this is about 12, 13 cents for a full charge, right? 12, 13 cents for a full charge, that's pretty nice. This thing, on the specs, it might say 25 miles range or something, but I've generally gotten maybe 22 when it was really, really new, and it quickly went down to maybe only 20-mile range. So I expect about 20-mile range even after 1,500 miles of usage. And so 20 miles, and you're only paying 12, 13 cents for this. It's essentially about half a penny per mile that you ride this scooter, compared to about 13 cents that you have to pay for driving a car. So this thing costs about $800. When I got it, the retail price was around $1,000. In order to make back your money riding a scooter instead of a car, assuming $4 a gallon, assuming you get 30 miles per gallon, you work out the math is about 25 cents per mile that you need to pay to drive a car. You know, you have to pay for the depreciation, insurance, the gasoline itself. So compared to a scooter, this is about half a cent. So every single mile that you ride a scooter, an electric scooter, you're saving about 25 cents. This means that if this thing is $800 divided by 25 cents, you need to ride this 3,200 miles or so. Right now I have 1,500 miles. That means it needs to go twice as much if I keep on using this thing until it's dead. Right now this scooter seems a little bit worn down. I'm not sure if it can last all the way to 3,000 miles, but I'm gonna keep on using it, I guess. I've had this for about 2 years, so I probably need to have it for another 2 years before I can put another 1,500 miles on it. So I'll try to give another update when it is at the break-even point, but right now it's still somewhat functional, other than the brake light and the handlebars that's a little bit worn down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this update video and gives you some expectations on what to expect the reliability on this Ecoreco L5 Plus. And if you guys are interested in getting this scooter, check out my referral link down in the video description below, and like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.